Henny Elabed was a regular inmate at the correctional center. He went along and served his time just like everybody else, until he testified against some of the other inmates for drug trafficking and got in some trouble. He started getting threats and stuff, so they moved him into solitary confinement to live out the rest of his 10-year sentence. With 2 weeks left in his sentence before he got to go home, he was moved back into his original cell block. Within 6 minutes of being back in the cell block, he was attacked by James Haber, who seemed to come from nowhere. He was attacked by James Haber. How would you feel if I told you that over the entire 2 minutes of the beating, no one intervened? The security officers stood on the level above him and watched. This isn't the first time this has happened. My article is from magicvalley.com. It's an article named Management by Mayhem. Now, isn't that special? From January 4th, 2011. I will give my summary, my opinion, and my opinion on the article. The article wasn't very positive of the Idaho Correctional Center. In fact, in the first paragraph, it even calls our prison system a train wreck. It has several accounts of security officers popping or opening the wrong cell doors and causing huge fights, sometimes involving up to 20 people, and they even refuse to give x-rays to have to get out of filling out paperwork. But the story gets better. Victims are often written up for defending themselves. This can jeopardize their chances of getting parole, and it can just screw up the rest of their time there at the prison. Our penitentiary is so violent that it's often known as the gladiator school. There are often only 2 guards for every 350 inmates. Workers use inmate versus inmate fights as a management tool. They figure, well, if they carry out their stuff by themselves, that means we don't have to get involved. They even refuse to get... This was all presented to the Idaho Correctional Center Board, and guess what? They denied all the claims. Since July 2009, there have been 13 total assaults from this popping of the wrong doors. In my opinion, this is totally unacceptable. If the guards aren't willing to work hard enough to keep the prison that they're in charge of under control, they don't deserve to be working there. Butch Otter is taking actions to end the 13-year contract with the company that they're going through, which, as I see it, is a very good thing. To conclude, bring you back to the story about Henny Elabed for a second. He, after the beating, he was left to lay there on the ground for another 6 minutes until anyone came and helped him. He was left there and finally was picked up, not given an x-ray to keep from having to fill out paperwork, and now that he's out, he's suing the Idaho Correctional Center for their lack of help.